So Goku and the rest of the gang are about to be wished all adults in the next episode. It's happening, and the reason we know it's happening is because of what happened at the end of the last episode, where Glorio makes the wish, and this is the wish he made. This is the last word he said, childop, meaning opposite of a child, and that is what is going to turn all of them into adults. And we're finally gonna see the adult versions after all this time, all these months, and exactly what is gonna happen next. But here is the thing, where the hell are these characters at in terms of strength? Does their power change now that they're adults? And where in strength levels are they comparable to Goma? Let me know if you think them getting older or more adult, going back in their adult bodies, is going to give them a significant power boost over their childlike form. And I will tell you guys what the real answer is here soon, and also what's going to happen in the next episode of Dragon Ball Daima. So let's start right off the bat here and say these three, Majin Du, Majin Ku, and the Tamagami, they're staying the same strength level. They are the same strength level that could not defeat Lord Goma before. They are all attacking him at the exact same time, and unfortunately, it's not doing anything. So these three are significantly powerful compared to other characters in Dragon Ball, but in this instance, they're not doing anything to Lord Goma because they all fought him together, and that would mean that the power of a Super Saiyan 2, a Super Saiyan 3, another Super Saiyan 2, those power levels are not even close to where Goma is at, meaning Goma is well beyond that, probably in the range of Super Saiyan God, as I told you guys before. Then we have Piccolo. Piccolo is another one that is not going to get any significant strength or power boost in this arc because of the fact that Piccolo needs to stay at the same level of strength until he does training for the Tournament of Power. He really doesn't have anything else for him, so he is around that Super Saiyan 2 level as well, and there's nothing that's going to change that in this episode specifically. Now we get to the good stuff. Vegeta is extremely interesting because Vegeta is the one that we are speculating he is far stronger than we were led to believe. The reason that we don't see that in Dragon Ball Super, at least early on, is because of the fact that Beerus and the Super Saiyan God outclass any of the Super Saiyan transformations. So it doesn't really matter how strong Vegeta got in the Super Saiyan forms because Super Saiyan God exists, God Ki exists, Beerus, a new level of power, all that stuff is part of the show now, so it doesn't really matter if Vegeta is more mastered at Super Saiyan 3 than anything, but I stand by my conviction here that Vegeta in Super Saiyan 3 is far more mastered at Super Saiyan 3 than Goku ever was, and he is in a heightened form of Super Saiyan 3. We can just take the moment where Goku turns Super Saiyan 3, and in this moment he actually ends up boosting and powering up a little bit where his hair stands on the top of his head. It goes at a diagonal angle and it looks very similar to Vegeta's, and that shows that Vegeta is using a more refined and stronger version of Super Saiyan 3 than Goku has, but it's still Super Saiyan 3. Vegeta has not used it against Goma yet. So yeah, if Vegeta transforms into a adult in the next episode and then transforms into Super Saiyan 3, which right now doesn't seem likely because of the fact that he is hurt, then what we're going to see in the next episode is a Vegeta that is around this level right here. A Vegeta that was able to lay hands on Beerus and strike him several times when he got mad after Beerus slaps Bulma. That's probably the level of Vegeta that we're going to be getting. Still not even close to what they need to defeat Goma. And lastly, we have Goku. Goku's level of power, if he transforms to an adult, once he transforms to an adult actually, because that's 100% cemented by next episode, once he transforms to an adult, his level of power is Super Saiyan 3 as far as we know. He's Super Saiyan 3, meaning that he is at a lesser version of Super Saiyan 3 than Vegeta was. The issue is we don't know if Goku still has access to Super Saiyan 4 now that Goma basically kicked him out of it. So because Goma kicked him out of Super Saiyan 4, does he still have access to it or not? Let me know in the comment sections what you guys think. If you guys think that he does still have access to Super Saiyan 4, let me know, and how. how would he still have access, and why doesn't he have access to it in Dragon Ball Super? But if he doesn't, then he's cooked. He's only at Super Saiyan 3. That level of power is nowhere near even close to what Goma is at this point in time. Goma being the big bad of Dragon Ball Daima at this point, and the third eye being probably the strongest item in all of Dragon Ball at this point. But if Goku does retain Super Saiyan 4 still, then as an adult, he can go into Super Saiyan 4. Although, the problem is, Goku at Super Saiyan 4 was defeated by Goma in his current form. So not only is that a huge issue right now with Goma, because Goma is stronger than Super Saiyan 4, but it's also a problem because Goma actually knocks Goku out of Super Saiyan 4, and Goku's kind of down for the count right now. He's also at the same level as Vegeta. So this to me means that they absolutely need to find Goku's bag. More than likely, Hibiscus or Hibis, this guy right here, my favorite guy, my favorite character in Dragon Ball Daima, he'll probably bring the bag over. Or even the little girl, she'll bring the bag over, and the bag will probably have a revive bug and then the fusion bug. And from there, I'm pretty sure that's when we're going to be seeing the fusion of Goku and Vegeta. And if that's the case, then this new fusion more likely will be able to go into Super Saiyan 4. That makes sense to me. Going into Super Saiyan 4, Vegeta doesn't really need to have it as well because Goku has Super Saiyan 4. Supposedly, he'll go into Super Saiyan 4. But the biggest opposition for Goma right now, and the one piece I would remove from the table, to be honest with you, if I was him, is taking Neva off the board. Neva is by far the most powerful wild card in any Dragon Ball scenario whatsoever. I saw somebody compare Goma to Monaito a few days ago, and yeah, I can see where they're similar looking. I mean, not all Namekians look the same, but these guys kind of wearing the same clothing, but there is no closeness in power. Even though Monaito created the Dragon Balls for Planet Cereal, Neva can control any Dragon Ball, can create portals, can create barriers, can create beings that are Super Saiyan 2 plus level. I mean, at this point, he can force mutations and transformations in other beings. At this point in time, Goma could probably do the same mutation that he did with his magic on Piccolo, and we could get Golden Piccolo. Shit, he could have done the same thing to Gohan. We could have gotten Beast Gohan a lot earlier. He's forcing mutations to happen, and that's the reason that Goku goes into this Super Saiyan 4 transformation. If I was Goma, I would remove Neva off the board immediately, because this guy is a threat in just existing, to be honest with you. But that's the situation we find ourselves in the beginning of the next episode of Dragon Ball Daima, and we'll see exactly what happens tomorrow.